Hi YouTubers. I was just looking at the contents of my emergency bag and was wondering if anybody might have some suggestions. I'm just going to go over what I have in there, and if you can come up with anything else, let me know. I think I found one thing that's pretty cool to package things a little bit better. I have a FoodSaver, and I have this nice big fluffy wool sweater that I would roll up, and it would be probably about that wide, the roll, and if I throw it in a FoodSaver bag it really squashes it down. And this is an army style wool blanket, and it usually would probably be, you know, pretty thick. And let's see, underwear and socks, shirts, and a pair of jeans. So I think the FoodSaver idea is pretty handy. Plus, if my bag ends up getting dumped in some water or something, I could fish it out and then dry off somehow, somewhat, and then open these up and I would have dry clothes. And of course you gotta have a hat. You know, I think I would probably like a better hat. This is an old baseball cap I got during a White Rider rafting trip, and it doesn't really protect the ears that much. Got rain gear, top and bottom, and I've got a army style poncho which will go over this backpack, so keep it sort of dry too. Actually not army style, I actually got this in the army. Desert camouflage boots, army issue from my time in Saudi Arabia, Iraq and all that, and not terribly waterproof because they're like canvas on the sides. Really robust, but maybe I should look into something a little more waterproof. Now I have fallen arches on my feet. They're not all the way down, but they're a low arch. And basically when your big toe and the left side of your toe, actually the center inside of your toe, your foot, if it drops down, it will actually pull your knee sort of inward, and then you'll end up with knock knees and all kinds of problems. But these things, as you can see, they're thicker on the inside than they are the outside, so it brings your foot right back up, and and if you have like low arches, you can be on your feet all day with these and you don't feel any pain. Let's see, other clothing is some really nice sort of foam rubberish gloves, and some sock slipper things that are like really warm. They're also made of some kind of composite with nylon thread with something that looks, it's a little bit like foam rubber. Well, let's see, what else have we got here. That's about it for clothing. Then we got other things. I've got an old Army Alice clip canteen, and it won't slosh as much as a regular canteen because it's basically collapsible. And then it's got of course a sling on it too. I have some water, but I don't have that at the table here. Fairly nice first aid kit, fairly standard, with the only addition I put in was some Neosporin. Some people are allergic to this stuff, so if you are administering first aid, be sure to ask them if they're allergic to Neosporin, because you can give them a nasty rash. This is a Sierra saw. I had this in Saudi Arabia as well. That's getting to be a long time ago. But they have this little hook, and it will saw through anything. I actually use this a lot. in Saudi Arabia sawing through pallets to make building materials. Made some nice racks for our M16s, and I was bored. Let's see here. The only food I have in here are 3 Mayday bars that have about 2,400 calories each, and I figured that maybe one a day. I could march for 3 days if I needed to. Then I'd have to start relying on my ample body fat. Well, got handy wipes. They're pretty cool to have if you can't wash up. If you need to walk any distance, it's a handy thing to be able to find your way. And I have some maps printed out of where several of my family live. I know how to use the lensatic compass, of course, because I spent 6 years in the Army. Hated every minute of it. I was like borderline suicidal. It was absolutely horrible. I can't tell you how horrible it was, but I learned a few useful things. I'm a much better mechanic than I ever was a soldier, though. I go to work happy every single day. Well, nearly. And back in the Army, I dreaded every moment I was awake. Okay. Got an older style multi-tool. Big bottle of ibuprofen. An older LED flashlight that still works, but I want to replace this one in my bag. Then we've got some personal hygiene items. We've got a comb, deodorant, lava soap, regular soap, sunblock. We've got some batteries in here for the LED flashlight. Pencil, pen, antihistamines for allergies. I get a little bit of allergies in the spring. Toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, a razor for shaving. So basically, if we had like an earthquake or something, I would, uh-oh, I'm seeing the battery symbol. I better stop this.